Action.
That works.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Brian. I'm here with Juan. We're coming at you from my house. We want to talk to you about Brick by Brick, and it's their 10-year anniversary of the current owners owning it.
Yep.
So for those not familiar with Brick or don't live in San Diego, Brick by Brick's kind of an iconic club-sized bar here in San Diego that has hosted more metal shows than anybody can count. So I kind of want to give you like a real quick background on Brick by Brick. Brick by Brick started out as The Spirit in 1976, like the Spirit of 76, you know. So it was named after the bicentennial of the U.S. So some of the shows they had at Spirit that are somewhat like rock and metal related are Ministry in 83, Steve Vai in 86, Sonic Youth in 86 as well, White Zombie in 89,
No.
G.G. Allin and the Murder Junkies in 91.
A lot of poop.
Yeah, and then San Diego's own Disgorge played there in 95. So after that, Brick by Brick, it became Brick by Brick in 95 from what I understand. I'm not sure the owners' names. But yeah, they renamed it Brick by Brick, same building. Some of the bands that played in Brick by Brick was Neurosis, Bruce Dickinson in 97, which is pretty big, Sepultura at 98, which I went to that show. They went under the name Troops of Doom, so it's like a secret show.
Okay.
And that was the first show with the singer Derek Green.
How was that?
That was fucking wild.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was. I went into the meeting before I was working there, and they're like, "Hey, you got to go to the show." It's like it's actually Sepultura.
That's awesome.
We're just like, what? At S.O.D. in 2000 they played, and that was like up to that time. It was like one of the only sold out shows I've seen at Brick.
Okay.
There was hardly any back then. So Brick by Brick was purchased in 2014 by Jordan, Nick, and Phil. And later Shannon came in. I don't want to really use last names in case they're like, yeah, don't talk about us, whatever. But Shannon came in as like the manager, and she later bought a stake. And since they've owned it, since in 2014, some of the shows that they've had, maybe you can name a few.
Some of the ones I really like, Absu was one of my favorite ones, probably. Absu.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, 1349 was pretty cool. I was trying to think of a lot of them, but there's been so many, and like just going over the flyers and all that, I'm like, oh man, there's been a lot of good ones. Yeah.
Yeah. A couple of mine I remember kind of recently. This is 2019. Hypocrisy, Flesh God Apocalypse played, kind of co-headlining. So that was pretty sick. Superjoint Ritual played in 2017, and that was like, that coincided with Shannon's the one that brought Phil and Superjoint to Metal Swap Meet that year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
That was when he was at the booth. Yeah.
I did like a signing and pictures and all that. Yeah, if you're unfamiliar with the Brick and you're in San Diego, try to check out a show there. It's got a history. It's like coming up on 50 years. And you know, if you count the Spirit,
Yeah.
it's been there for coming up on 50 years. In 2026, that'll be 50 years. So that's pretty crazy. Yeah, besides that, I remember Cattle's Anthropine Extinction album. They did their CD release party there.
Okay.
So that was pretty sick. Just like so many shows.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
Like too many for me to think of. But yeah, just get out and come hang out with Brick. For those of you that are from here in San Diego, drop a comment and let us know like your favorite show at Brick. There's like so many. I've probably seen more shows there than anywhere in the world. Like obviously by far. Like nothing's stuck around this long.
Yeah, it's been there for a long time. I was trying to think of the first one I went to, and I really can't remember. There's just been like so many of them, and really good ones as well. Always a lot of people, a lot of friends, which is even the best part right there. Pretty
The
much.
best, yeah. I remember seeing Morbid Angel and Deicide. They actually toured together once, and they played there, which is odd because they didn't seem like they didn't like each other. But, you know, money talks. But yeah, that's like this weekend they got some shows coming up for their 10th anniversary of the revamped Brick. They're gonna have giveaways and they have food trucks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's, I believe, this Saturday. They're doing 2 shows, like a matinee show and then an evening show. Mm-hmm. So yeah, go and check it out. I'll put the flyer up in the graphics to cover us up for a little bit. You can check it out. But do you got anything else?
I think that's it.
That's it? All right. For Juan, Brian, Metal Swap Talk, coming back at you.